Xin chào các bạn, cảm ơn các bạn đã đến với Genshin Impact và channel của mình. Hôm nay chúng ta đến với nhiệm vụ truyền thuyết.
Mọi vấn đề vi phạm chính sách nguyên tắc cộng đồng, luật bản quyền xin liên hệ trực tiếp với chúng tôi qua email để dưới đường link mô tả.
Time to go.
Hey, Xiangling, we're here! Traveler, Paimon, did you hear the news? They made it, really? Woohoo! That's great! It was a total breeze. I wasn't even trying. I made a few new test dishes, and I was hoping everyone could try them and give some. Oh, yeah, we did. And anyway, good idea. Okay, let me think. Pedo! Yep, you can definitely. Right now, she should be down at the docks. Beto, ahoy! Hey, look, hi Beto. Hi Xinyan.
Xiangling! Oh, Beta was saying you and I...
Seems like you three go. Oh, we really do. Beto,
That's the plan. Good music's meant for...
will do. But I can.
Sure, beats drinking on an... About time. Oh, man! Oh, this food is too good.
These three seem to have a great time with each other.
Only thing is you've got 3 dishes here.
Is refreshing.
When you spend all your time at sea, you don't have a lot of... First thing you want to do when you get...
That's the exact opposite of Ningguang's taste.
Oh, sure is. Beta's? Ugh, Ningguang. I am sick of hearing that name. Our taste couldn't be more different. You'll...
But last time when you were chatting.
We're evenly matched. Guess that makes us equals. I hear ya. Steve,
So, Xinyan, are these dishes too mild for you too?
not so much mild. Exactly. This is some fine cooking, no question about that.
Beet? Oomph? Beet and oomph.
Beat, yeah.
No, you're both completely right. I actually thought as much while I was cooking them. Seems like she's found her muse. Does that mean muse? Hey, Paimon didn't. Okay, I think I know right. So this one.
Don't hold back, just get out there. Well, I think so anyway. More than any other chef.
I'll do it.
All right, we'll leave you to it.
Xiangling, they both had perhaps a good point. Now, who do we know whose tastes are on the mild side? Who? Oh, right! Makes sense! Who? Oh, someone you just missed last time we were there. Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers! Will he definitely... Okay, let's take turns shouting his name. Do I need... Paimon's going first. Nothing's happening. Let me try again. That's weird. Does he know what it... Oh, wait. So, well, not both, actually. Oh, right. Well, okay then.
You called?
Whoa! He actually came!
You spoke my name, did you not? When I make you a promise, I will.
Blink of an eye, and poof! He's there! An Adeptus? Oh, Xiao, I've made it into the finals of this year's Masterful Chef.
Customers. And that includes me.
Uh-huh. The Traveler says you prefer mild food. Just the kind of person I'm looking for. If you don't mind, I'd like you to try the dishes I've made and tell me your thoughts.
Since it's you, I will do it.
Yay! How is it?
Tastes pretty good.
Huh? I can't believe it. An Adeptus...
You excel in the culinary arts. That chef cooks dishes with soul, as do you.
What do you think he means?
had to find fault with something. The two sides are a little strong for my taste. Just my own opinion. Do not fixate on it.
Alright, go easy on the side. Thank you, Adeptus friend. It was really—
I'll be leaving now. See you next time.
Paimon still can't believe— So, what would happen if we called his name and— Oh, kinda maybe not really joking. Gee, good news. After 2 rounds, great! Lucky we picked the right people. I better head back and try this out a few times while it's fresh. Oh, and the final is in Eugene Terrace. Will do. Good luck! You bet!
Wherever.
Welcome, everyone, to the Masterful Chef's Final. At the appointment of this organizing committee, I am your—
Hey, Yande's here too!
This event is brought to you by the Liyue Chish. We saw many contestants from all over Liyue in the selections. In just a few short moments, the finals will take place right here. As the officiator, it is my— Next, please allow me to introduce the judges. The Tianchuan, the NguyĩnHiếuNH, Lady Kuchi, and last but not least, in addition to these 3, 10 judges will be chosen from them. That makes a total of 30. And now, please join me in welcoming our 2 contestants into the arena. Come on out! To my left, a competition favorite down from Dihua. Life's harsh when you live on a marsh, but this kid—
Hi, everyone.
Whoa! Yanxiao made it into the finals too! Yanxiao! Chin up, shoulders back!
Huh? Oh.
And to my right, a stalwart of Liyue Harbor culinary scene, a little feisty with a whole lot of spicy, and her mysterious assistant, who knows?
Paimon knows! It's Guoba! Hey, everybody! I'll do my best!
Contestants, please repeat after me.
As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I saw—
As a finalist in
And I, for my part, promise to up now. I will hand things over to the select panel judge, Nick.
Thank you all for being here today at the Masterful Chef. The organizers have chosen the theme for today's event, and that theme is—
Of Earth and Waterborne. It's like surf and turf, but the deep and meaningful version.
The rules are simple. Well then, I look forward to both of your contributions.
Contestants will have 1 hour of cooking time available and may only use ingredients. Okay, without further ado, let the cooking commence.
Time to pull out all the stops! Show everyone what— Traveler, Paimon! Thanks for coming to support— Light it up! Light it up! First things first, get the stove on! Shout out the sun— Triple-layered consomme is pretty bland to begin with, and I can't have 2 sides with the same texture. Luckily, the organizers have provided some giant chili chicken as the main event. Can't afford to compromise too much here, but maybe some pepper will set it apart without alienating anybody. Huh? Oh, Yanxiao! He doesn't look so good. Boba!
Whoa, what's this? Hold up. Things are taking an unexpected turn. Xiangling's mysterious assistant appears to be aiding her opponent. Judges, we knew in advance that Xiangling would be accompanied by a mysterious assistant.
I take no issue with it. In any case, the assistant—
No competition with—
Please allow me to— Prior to the competition, the judges reviewed both contestants, and we can comfortably confirm Xiangling is a highly accomplished chef, and her Xiangling prepares all of her own dishes herself. All that her assistant will do is occasionally provide— I appreciate everyone's concerns. The presence of a the mysterious assistant has now started cheerleading for Smiley Yanxiao too. That's right! Boba's not really outside help. Boba just likes to watch people cook. I give you all my word. Boba will not interfere with the competition. I say that as someone who's eaten Yanxiao's—
I see.
I have no objections. It's an honor and a privilege to see—
The judges and the
Yanxiao, are you alright?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I I've never been.
Take it easy. I've been there before. I can help.
Why my dad?
Because that's what I do.
I guess I'll think of my mom then. Anyway.
Nothing's being held up. I am finished already.
Oh, right.
Here you go. That's the attitude we want.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Xiangling. And thanks to your, well,
Time's up! Both contestants have now finished cooking. I would like to invite them to present their dishes to the judges for evaluation. We will proceed in the order that the contestants...
My dishes: NguyĩnHiếuNH chili chicken with sides of triple layered consomme and crystal shrimp. The theme is of earth and waterborne, which include my main dish. Triple layered consomme also uses the crystal shrimp is made from a shrimps are a gift from the
Ooh, a strong delivery there.
My dish is Adeptus Temptation with a mint salad and golden shrimp balls. As Xiangling says, earth and water means land and sea. So birds, land, and Adeptus Temptation is a much-loved dish in Liyue. It's a complex dish with very particular ingredients. Smoked ham, the mint salad is my first side. Golden shrimp balls is...
Hi, judges. Please sit.
Very impressive. Both contestants' dishes are well considered, expertly made.
Now, Xiangling has taken an interesting approach here. She's chosen a cold. It's also a unique take on NguyĩnH chili chicken. Although
This Adeptus Temptation is quite exceptional. The triple layer...
Judges of the select panel, I will now also... The organizing committee has selected today's audience.
How are we not involved in that? Hyman has buckets of passion and oodles of beauty for all the chefs there are in the...
Thank you all for waiting. All votes have been received and counted. I now invite Ningguang to take the floor and announce the results of the Masterful Chefs Finals.
It is my pleasure to announce that by a mere 1 vote margin...
Wow! What? How is it so close?
Well, there it is.
It was a close contest, but we have a winner. Liyue Harbor's Young. There can only be one winner, but the fact that this was so... A big thank you to all the audience for being here today.
Thank you all for...
Please exit the venue in an...
Come on, let's go over and... Looks like I won this time, Yanxiao.
Sure, I'll have it. Oh, truly exquisite. No doubt in my...
This Adeptus Temptation is...
Well, just goes...
No, you got me all...
Is that right? Huh. I'd heard you'd gotten famous for your experimental approach.
The same goes for you. You can't work in an inn kitchen unless you know how...
You're the kind of competition I'm glad to have.
You got it. And next time we need a...
All right, deal.
Traveler, Paimon! Thanks for coming. Don't even go there. Paimon! I can't believe it. You will? Oh, the organizer. I'll come find you guys after. Xiangling, it looks like Kuching and Ningguang left already. Kuching, there you are.
Oh,
Huh? Is everything okay?
Traveler. In the competition, I voted for Smiley Yanxiao.
So you're frustrated because you can't go back and vote for Xiangling?
No, that's not it. As a judge, I had a duty to remain objective. Xiangling is my friend. So by rights, but as you know, I voted based...
It's no big deal. Just say it however comes naturally. Xiangling of all people isn't but... Oh, hey, here you are.
Xiangling, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
My grandfather always said to me, in contests of food, always follow your heart. Of course, that was just my grandfather, so... Despite the fact... Well, Maybe it was. You were acting so serious that I honestly thought, huh? You voted for who you wanted to. And that's totally okay. So, you made a point of telling me. Didn't I say already? I love this about seeking reassurance is what novices. You have a strong sense of responsibility, Keqing. You know that's what Ningguang's like, right? So you see, Ningguang's kind of bold and that traveler. Xiangling. Anyway, what are we standing around here? Oh yeah!
Time to go. Time to go.
How strange. This doesn't make it. Does this mean a
Oh well.
Yeah! We've waited this, right, Xiangling? Yep, there's still time. On another note, I have some good news. Master came by before the competition. In fact, I'll go.
Xiangling.
Oh, and Traveler, could you come with me? Huh? You only just beat Smiley Ear? Obviously, you collect recipes, don't you? Oh, right! Hi, my nude. Huh? Gee.
What are you staring at me for?
The Traveler and I made one.
Thank you.
What is
This flavor. I've taken. Apologies, Xiangling. Traveler, it tastes wonderful and quite
Really? That's awesome! I didn't have a chance to fully explain before. If you already knew... My dad taught me how to make it. Wait, but isn't this dish from
About that. My grandfather was a well-known real estate tycoon, and as a child, I used to spend a lot of time with him. He used to say, books are just a bridge that bring us Since then, my grandfather has passed on. For me, the name Rex Lapis is inextricable, as I said earlier. Still,
each ancient dish? Well, at least in my family it is. Might we call them chili mince cornbread buns? Seeing Guova just reminded me of something. I actually made this dish on the day I first met Guova.
How did you first meet?
It was in a cave in the mountains. I ducked inside to get out of the rain and saw an offering table in there, so I put the cornbread buns I brought with me on it. Then I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up, I found out that Guova had eaten every last one. Guova followed me around ever since. We're practically family now. Hold up! Stop the conversation. Look! The stone! It burst open!
It's...
Guova? What are you... What?
Ah, I see the chili mince cornbread buns have been served.
Master! Granny, look! The snow god statue looks just like Guova!
Oh, indeed it does. After all, Guova is the deity you've been searching for. God of the stove.
Guova is a god?
You asked me if a sufficiently festive atmosphere would be enough to reawaken the Stove God. In my eyes, the Stove God has always been a deity with great affection for the people, and who acts in response to their desires. To hear passion can be a technique, a skill, something to rub masterful chefs is wonderfully exciting. But just now, when Kuching ate this dish he had longed for, a deeply held desire was fulfilled. As well, the enormous power unleashed by the fulfillment of this desire resonated with the Stove God's statue. And of course, the Stove God himself is not contained within the statue. The true Stove God has been here with us all along. How does it feel, seeing a statue of yourself in your glory days? Look at him. Still so majestic.
Glory days? Wait, what happened? Did Guoba used to be different from now?
Oh, yes. Back in his day, your Guoba was once the patron god of the soil. But all the wisdom and power he had then, he has since surrendered.
A god surrendering their power to the soil. I have heard this turn of phrase before.
The kinds of trials and tribulations that a land can face are far more than you could have. The threat of disaster will never fully disappear from Liyue. Even woes that have never been faced before in history will come to pass. He once walked with you over the barren plains until you arrived at last at the... It was his hand that lit the very first street lamp of Liyue and brought the aroma of cooked food. And you mortals no longer remember him. But back in the age when you did, he was the closest of all. Machosius, god of the stove, born from a spark when stone struck stone. He was a god with a great love for humanity and their well-being. Millennia ago, the people sought to expand their city. They built a dwelling on the plains and called it the Guili Assembly. The Stove God cared greatly for the people, turning himself into minions who went into every home, fostering food and solidarity alike. Alas, their home was taken by a flood. The waters ravaged the Guili Assembly and forced the people back south to Liyue Harbor. Though the distance was not far, the journey was plagued by a terrible storm. For a dozen days, the Adepti stayed by their side. During this time, the Stove God cooked an ancient delicacy, flatbread with a meat sauce to stave off the cold and damp, fit for those on the move. Centuries later, disaster and plague arose once more. The Stove God would appear no longer, for he placed all of his power into the land itself to quell the calamities. His power expended, and his wits greatly reduced. Thus his body decreased in size. By the time he parted ways with us, he wasn't even the height of a human. He told Rex Lapis and I of the dishes that bring joy and of the secrets of the flame, then went into the mountains and entered into a long slumber. The Stove God departed, and Guoba was born. When he awoke, he ate the Chiliman's cornbread buns placed on the offering table by a young lady in yellow. Though he did not remember the past, he was profoundly moved and decided to follow this young lady thereafter. The Stove God had quietly disappeared, but the vendors rose early to hawk their wares. People went out to buy goods, lit their stoves, and cooked food, just as they had done every day for as long as they could remember. In Liyue, things have always been this way. Nature provides, the mountains rejoice. We are blessed by heaven's good grace.
Years have gone by. The world has transformed, but our way of life survives.
Fame and fortune is only a season. It is the moment that we should embrace.
Past meets present. Heritage becomes legacy. Long into the future may we thrive.
You once told me that dining is the profoundest of customs in the human world. To eat well is to consume vitality itself. And to drink, it is a matter of paramount importance, you said. For people cannot face the arduous journey ahead on an empty stomach. A humble meal of maize and spring water is also profound. My dear friend, Liyue has changed so much while you have slept. Looking at the prosperity and beauty...
Guoba, this is kind of a huge deal. Why didn't you say anything? He is not who he once was. Even the power of speech evades him now.
Oh.
Guoba, but...
Xiangling.
Do not be saddened, Xiangling. There are two sides to everything. Guoba may have lost many of his form. In this world we inhabit, who can truly be said to... But he has gone further than us in his journey. He had both wisdom and courage, so since you are his friend, take good care of him.
I will! You can count on me!
Xiangling, you have an adeptal affinity. Guoba follows you around because the moment he awoke, he was met with a familiar flavor in the chili mince cornbread buns. After all that time, he still recognized the dish he had invented. And he approved of you as...
That's right. The taste of one's home cuisine always brings back memories of home. Though he remembered nothing, eating the
You may be the first person in history to give the stove god the experience of being a satisfied customer.
If that's true, I couldn't be happier.
Well then, it's getting late and I still have things to do. Traveler, Paimon, Xiangling, thank you all.
I guess my dad's probably heard the good news already, but I should still go catch up with. He thinks about you all the time, you know.
Oh, goodness me. Off we go then. Let's
Hi, Dad! I'm back! Oh no! Guoba's taken off!
Oh, it's you. Hello there, old friend.
Oh, bless my soul.
Given the season, it felt fitting to take a leisurely walk.
Quite right. And it also gave us the chance to run into you. Guoba may not recognize...
So, Guoba doesn't remember anything? But...
Friendship will always withstand the ravages of time, traveler. What do you think of the name of this festival? The moon is a carrier of countless emotions. Fond memories of those no longer with us. Debts of all these things and more.
You know, such exuberant life force. It seems to traveler, this moon chase festival. Now, let's have Xiangling brew us a nice pot of tea.
Should I save this money?
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Đừng quên đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình có thêm động lực upload nhiều video hơn nữa nha.